Welcome to daily recap of October 27th, and 26th, Monday and Tuesdays. First two days in the market. We'll go over GJ, gold, and GA. So we saw on GJ, we had this 4-hour support, right? 4-hour support right here, and we anticipated that price would come down, rejected before going up. So let's check out how it did, right? And exactly seeing that happened. So price came down, created a low, created a higher low, and then went up, broke past this market structure, retested, and headed up to the next level that we had. This was the next level, right? So see how clean the top was? You can even pinpoint it to this level exactly. One second. I'm just gonna take this down, and then we'll, okay. Why does trading do that? I usually used to always switch back anyways. See how it came down exactly to that area right there. So it came down. If we look at 1 minute price action, when we can go back, 1 minute price action, super clean. What happened? Market structure shifted. This is such a key thing. Created a high, came back, retested, rejected, and then price continued up. 70 pips to continued up, right? That was that. And then GJ yesterday, just pure garbage. The only move was the sell move. That was nice. The rest was just consolidating. Even then, it didn't execute on the sell because wanting to get out of this range. It didn't, but it was pretty clean. An hour before London Open, price came up here, rejected, created, and even at London Open, exactly pulled back up to 136.500 after breaking out of this range, right? So when it pulls up at London Open, it's most likely it's a liquidity grab, right? And exactly what happened. Excuse me. The range was still down to 136.200. So rejected 136.500 at 3 minutes before London Open. It came up there and then created a lower high right here, and then pushed down, right? Pushed down to maybe 30 pips. It wasn't much, but it was just in this tight range, right? And then price just fucked around the entire day. So that's that. I want to wait for price to. Let me just remove this. Wait for price to decide what it's gonna do. It's ranging, right? Same with like GA. GA is ranging. GA 4 hours looking ranging daily, right? There's we have these levels here. Let's talk about GA. So GA since has just been ranging the entire since market open, right? But yesterday what we saw was, although we're in this range, we do have a level, right? We have these wicks down here. So it's a 4-hour range. See, why does that happen? Like it always used to switch back to here. These levels, right? We have these levels. I'm just going to move. This is also 1.82500. So that's a psychological level. Okay, so you have these levels here, down. You know it's a 4-hour range, but to push down, price would have to break past this, retest, and then continue, right? It wasn't. So what we saw happen was, okay, price is ranging, compressing over here in this area. It's starting to compress. When something like this happens, I realize that it's seller exhaustion. Sellers exhausting, price is compressing, grabbing liquidity at this wick area, this support here. And then as soon as price came down, let's go. And then when price came down, you see how sellers start getting exhausted, like, right? These usually large, and then sell move, buy, pull back, sell move, pulled back to the previous high, right? Sell move, sell down. Rejected initially 1.82500, came down. Market structure still hasn't shifted. We're still making lower highs, right? And then price bottoms out, right? Goes up, retest, stays above here, stays above this market structure 1.82500, and then starts going up. You see, so that's what I mean. It's, you can still play these ranges in consolidation, but they're not as clean as when there's one-sided volatility. And in this case, we're gonna need to break out of this range to get that volatility, right? And you can see it's ranging. So if we break up, it would possibly head up here first and then further push up, but just gonna have to watch it because it is a solid 4-hour consolidate. It's just choppy, right? And see, previously in this area we've had consolidation here, consolidation here, right? So it's not anything out of the ordinary here. Again, see, same area consolidation. Just look left. You know, it's a very choppy area. Look, right? And then there's areas with like one-sided moves, right? Clean moves. So yeah, range. So if we were coming back down here, most likely what would happen with range, because it's just areas where market sets up, market consolidates. Okay, gold. There's this gold has been playing. I just have this box drawn because gold is just playing between these two levels, right? Last time we broke up, we retested, continued up to daily high from October 9th, right? And then came down, rejected, pushed down in this range, played around, broke up, retested, lower high, pushed back down. Now it's just been playing in this range all day, all week. Okay, so what we saw yesterday was in intraday, price made a high going into pre-London, not pre-London, sorry, late Asian, it made a high. Okay, then pushed down, price consolidated. It's consolidating. Even it's below this level, right? It's below this resistance, but it's still like previously where we consolidated here. So that's something I have to keep in mind too, that it was not in that area, but it was still in an area where price accumulated before. Excuse me. Right, so there's the high right there. What we should have been doing is dropping to the lower time frames, right? Watching to see what happens if price pulls up. And then as you can see, when price pulled up to the previous high, it wasn't breaking it, right? Wasn't breaking that high. Got retest, lower high, right? This would have been the most safe entry, in my opinion. That safe entry, and then literally would have been 60 pips within a couple minutes, So that's that. But yeah, gold is super smooth. And then when you look and then it head back down to the next 4-hour level, right? So where is it? Not all the way, but it was still like, at least you knew that there's a high probability price would come to this area, which it did, which was from that entry point, like right here. There's 90 pips. That's a lot, right? And then look, we came back up into this larger area and rejected it. So it doesn't always have to go up to that area, but since there was accumulation here, it was anywhere between where price accumulated, it could find resistance since this is a higher time frame level. Okay. That's today's daily recap. Otherwise, if gold would break up, it would be nice move till here, right? If it would break down, we could head back down here. First, aim for these lower wicks, and then possibly here. So, but right now, it's just, as you can see, it's just ranging between these two levels. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.